for corn is Z maize and it belongs to the family of Poaceae. Corn is one of the important cereal crops in the world where it is grown over an area of 132 million hectares with a production of 570 million tons. Corn is one of the crops that have high productivity. It serves as staple food and also important source for industrial material. Corn is a versatile crop, and everything on a corn plant is usable. No part of the corn is wasted. The kernels are ground into food. The stalks become animal food and the corn cells are used for medicinal teas. Food products made from corn include corn oil, cornmeal, and corn syrup. Corn also important because it has several health benefits. The high fiber content in corn can help with digestion. It also contains valuable B vitamins, which are important to overall health. Corn also provides humans with essential minerals such as zinc, magnesium, copper, iron, and manganese.
Before we go any further, let's look at the reproductive system of corn. Corn is a monoecious plant where both the male and female reproductive parts are present in the same plant. Tassel is the male flower of corn that grows at the top of the plant. A tassel is made up of thousands of male flowers with stamen but no pistils. It sits at the very top of the plant and produces pollen. Whereas silk is the female flower that grows underneath the husk of a fresh ear of corn. Female flowers grow on the side of the plant and emerge from the leaf node in monoecious corn plant. These flowers are known as the shoot and they grow into familiar corn ear. Because of their length and delicate nature, they are referred to as silk. The pollen tube will develop through the silk to the ovary when pollen from the tassel flower lands on the stigma at the end of the silk. The first objective of corn breeding is to develop genetically diverse and high-yielding maize in breedline and hybrids. The second objective is to develop maize with multiple stress tolerance to major disease, insect pests, and parasitic weeds. The last objective is to enhance nutritional quality in maize such as provitamin A, high kernel zinc, and quality.
Next is corn breeding methodology. In this practical, diallel cross between female purple and male purple corn was performed. This is done by the following procedures. First, unpollinated silk was cut to expose a gel-like fluid. Secondly, the silk was covered with a paper bag labeled with the group name and days after sowing. Then, the tassel of purple corn was wrapped with a paper bag to secure the pollen grain. This must be done carefully and gently to avoid the tassel from breaking. On the next day, the tassel is shaken gently in the paper bag to get as much pollen as possible. This is the new silk that have been formed after being cut. Normally, it takes only 1 day. Next, the paper bag filled with pollen was removed from the tassel and transferred to the targeted silk. Make sure to get pollen attached to the silk as much as possible and avoid pollen from escaping the paper bag. This is done to ensure higher chance of fertilization occur. These procedures were repeated with 3 female and 3 male flowers of purple corn. The result was observed after 2 weeks of pollination. All of the corn are successfully pollinated as most of the corn kernel are fully developed and have deep purple color. The corn is purple in color because high anthocyanin content. Anthocyanins are blue, red, or purple pigments found in plants, especially in flowers, fruits, and tubers. Upon conducting this practical, we encounter a unique but not rare condition in corn, which is hermaphrodite corn. It has both female and male reproductive organs. Some important notes in hand pollinating of corn are: it is best to do it early in the morning. Second, make sure the cutting of silk and transmission of pollen to the newly emerged silk are around the same time of day. For example, if you cut the silk at 10 a.m., the next day you must transfer the pollen within the same time. And generally, corn can be harvested 20 days after the silks appear.
In conclusion, improved varieties are developed through corn breeding to improve yield quality, disease resistant and high tolerance corn.